She wears high heels, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, thinking about the day when we wake up and find that what we're looking for has been. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with I'm not gonna lie, we got a lot to go over. VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE, daCAT, SHIRO update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. I do not have enough water. I have to get through a bunch of the news quick because we have VeVe Magic coming on in like 29 minutes, and we're going to have a special word from Al Khan. Al Khan is going to have a little message for everyone. So go. Oh, I realize I did not share this to the Facebook group. So what I'm going to do is ask everyone to smash that like button, and then I'm going to share this with the Facebook group. We do have some words for Ben, and he did give some clarity on this subject. Let me just make sure I didn't post this to the Facebook group, because I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, I did not. Very good. So I will say, come watch as VeVe Magic presents a video from Al Khan about a certain VeVe event, and then I will. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple of there is a couple of spelling mistakes in there, but I will ignore that, and we shall move on. Okay. Sorry, my throat's a little gone. I've had a couple meetings today. Let's start off with Shiro, because that is the last thing mentioned over on my title here. Shiro is up about 1.8% on the day, so relatively flat. 2.2 million in volume. It is just above a $6 million market cap. Now, would it have been better to have gotten it a few days ago at a $4 million market cap? Yes, it would have been. But you know, wind the clocks back a month ago, or even like a couple weeks ago, yeah, it was up to like 17 million. So still not a horrible place to get in. I think they've officially burned 20% of the supply, which is bananas. They'll keep burning. They'll keep doing buybacks. They'll keep doing, you know, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. How much is going to go back into? I mean, a lot has been supporting the chart by buying. A bunch of the community did as well after the hack. I don't know if there's going to be any restitution for that. If there is, you'll see even more buying over the next weeks. We'll see what happens. Shiro. So I tagged a lot of people in a status before about saying like, hey, at daCAT, we're super excited to be able to be a part of VeVe later this year via that common curator program, and in I guess in that video, and I'll get to that later, but I hadn't tagged Shiro because Shiro, as of right now, isn't part of that daCAT universe, and that's not a bad thing. Shiro has their own identity. They're their own cat. They're their own. They have their own wickedly strong community behind them. So part of the reason why they're not part of daCAT is that I don't want to say that they don't need daCAT. I mean, we'll get a crossover with them at some point in the future. But they just kind of want to stand on their own four paws first before kind of leaning against anyone else. And I think that's fine as well, because again, then once they have their own story, like, oh, then it'll be cool how they can collaborate, and what other stories can you make from that. But that's why I didn't tag Shiro. It's just like they're going to be on VeVe Comics 2 later this year. They certainly have the amount of followers. They certainly have the clout. But they're just, you know, not in the daCAT universe yet. I'm sure they will at some point. Speaking of daCAT, let's take a look to see what they're at today. I think the whole market was down, and we'll go over that. So actually not horrible. They're actually only down like 2%, 1.5% on the day. Still up 143% on the month. But we were at, I think, like $1.8 million market cap yesterday. We're down to 1.691, so just under 1.7. Only 2,700 in volume, so not a ton of volume. And also on that video I shared, what I was sharing with that, it was just, I post out videos all the time for daCAT. Some of them are short, some of them are by the community. Not all of them are posted by me, but some are. And we were just posting about hey, we're super excited because like we love VeVe. They're great. And I think what's being done here is really special. I actually had a call from a buddy of mine today, offering to do stuff with daCAT, and we'll have other talks. He called me out of the blue, and I had a meeting shortly after we were talking, and then I got a little backed up today, but there was there's already interest in people trying to work with daCAT, like not just on the meme level, but this dude has his own comic book publishing, rights, and just essentially kind of wanting daCAT as under their umbrella. I was like, we'd have to talk about a bunch of things first, so we'll talk again. But when we were talking about this type of thing, I don't think has been done before. And when you saw that video, there was somebody that reached out, was like, "Hey, did you like sign something with VeVe?" And like, be advised, nothing's signed yet. And some of the things in that video was just potentially what collectibles of characters of daCAT might look like. I did not mean that as any advertisement. As of right now, there's no written agreement of us being on VeVe as digital collectibles. I think when our comic sells out, I'm sure we'll have those talks. But that's just something that what they could look like in the future. I didn't even think of that as like a thing. I wasn't announcing anything. There is no official stuff for collectibles. But again, comic totally happen later this year. Unless for some godforsaken reason, VeVe Comics was delayed like 8 months and it's just not going to come out till next year. Again, we'll keep you all posted. It says here, early AF, but you are first. You are first. Love it. Love it. Anyway, daCAT, again, not at a crazy good. Yeah, so 2,700 is not a lot. And I think someone mentioned that yesterday. They were like, hey, you don't have a lot of volume. And yeah, fair point. We don't. That is something that is going to be, and actually, I could have sworn we had more than that. Let me check. I'm on Definity, and we'll talk about Definity in a second. But I just want to take a look at daCAT over on. It's down like 5% over on Gecko Terminal, but it says $1.7 million market. Anyway, 2,800 volume. But what I really like about it is that it has the 371,000 in liquidity. So, you could have something that has a $50 million market cap, but has less liquidity than us. If you have $1 million worth, you just can't sell. But for us, yeah. And again, if you have $1 million worth, you have like 60% of the supply. We don't want that. But if you have, $100,000 worth, you can 100% sell. There is liquidity for that. Not that I'm saying like if you have 100K, sell. Please don't. Well, I could get a bunch of daCAT super cheap. Not that I'll be able to sell for a while anyway. On speaking of other stuff, okay, so Definity was the other thing that we were talking about here that I just mentioned. They had 9K in volume on the day, so really not a lot, despite them doing a couple 100,000 in volume for the month. The liquidity is at 163, but they're at a $7.2 million market cap, $8 million fully diluted, and could be like a wiki cup and handle forming there. I don't know. This is just the ebbs and flows of the day, which again is not. The day hasn't been great. There's been a lot of stuff happening with tariffs. We are below 106. We're 105.7 now. I think that's around the closest to the bottom of the day that we've been. Bitcoin's down 2%, Ethereum's down 2%. So really not a great day for the markets, and that's just taking a lot of other stuff down with it. But that being said, Definity is at up 7% on the day. They're at 4.7 cents, and again, it would have been much better to buy this at 1.3 cents. Literally, it had done like a 3-ish X since then. So go to the 3-month chart, and on 3-month chart, you see twice we kind of, well, once we went to like 1.5 cents, but here, I know it definitely wicked below this. It says 1.37. I think it was like 1.29 at some point. But now we're at 4.7 cents. So again, is this the best time to buy? Well, the best time would have been back in, when was this? Or early to mid March. But I still think it's pretty undervalued. Again, a couple 100,000 a month. Only 19,000 in trading volume, so not a ton, but $7.2 million market cap is pretty low for something like that. Just throwing that out there. Let's do some. Actually, Definity. We actually have a few things more that we have to go over because Definity markets they haven't. Marketing was never their strong suit, and posting on X never their strong suit. But they did post earlier today saying, "Join us for a conversation at the intersection of TradFi and Web3 with our founder Manu Chattery." Definity has a lot planned for the coming months, and this one you won't want to miss. So again, the ends of the months are usually pretty pretty busy for them. So today and tomorrow, and obviously the next day and Sunday, they're not going to do anything. But on Monday, June 2nd, they have a little bit of breathing room. I think it is midday. I don't know what 6 p.m. UTC +1 is, but let's just go with some point on June 2nd. I think that's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There'll be that, and that's the first time they posted in a while. But they also have a couple of other things that they posted today as well. They're saying it's going to be a good one. You have Wu Blockchain earlier today said U.S. SEC's Division of Corporation Finance stated that certain protocol staking activities conducted on public permissionless proof of stake networks do not constitute securities transactions. It also clarified that the service involving features such as slashing protection, early unstaking, reward distribution, or asset aggregation do not, by themselves, constitute an offer or sale of securities. And Definity Markets had posted regulatory clarity on staking is a major unlock for institutions. It isn't too long ago that the SEC cracked down on Kraken for its staking operations. We are moving forward as an industry. Very bullish statement from them. He also had Kyle Chassis, about 250,000 followers over on X, saying the SEC and Binance file a joint stipulation to dismiss the enforcement case, ending the agency's litigation against the exchange. And Definity Market says the SEC is stepping back from Binance signals a tactical shift, not a change in posture. Institutions should read this as regulatory recalibration. This is great for the industry as a whole. So they're really kind of, I really like to see this. Ash Crypto Real saying, breaking SEC has decided to dismiss the lawsuit against Binance as bullish for markets, and Definity says markets may react positively, but institutions will still demand clarity before deploying at scale. Slowly, it's going to happen. And again, I like that they're going on and really trying to get recognized on all of these big accounts because they're doing a lot of crazy, awesome stuff. That wasn't. Oh, they posted a lot since then, actually. So you have Fireblocks, which Definity is partnered with, says your protocol is scaling, but your treasury ops still stuck in browser wallets and Slack threads. It works until it doesn't. Here's how Fireblocks help protocols automate payouts, secure keys, and scale with confidence. Definity posting again saying scaling isn't just about throughput, it's about operational resilience. Treasury workflows need the same rigor as your core protocol. Fireblocks brings that discipline because, again, they like to shout out Fireblocks because they're partnered with them. Tree News, I've never heard of them, but they have 185,000 followers saying U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission decided to dismiss the lawsuit against Binance. So for a third time, they're commenting on it. And Definity Market says regulatory pressure may ease, but risk frameworks won't. Institutions will stay cautious until policy direction is consistent, and Definity is right there to help them with it. And you have CoinDesk, everyone's heard of that, 3.3 million followers on X saying that the SEC is moving to drop its lawsuit against Binance. So this is a fourth time they're commenting on it, saying the SEC stepping back from multiple cases doesn't resolve the regulatory gray zone. For institutions, uncertainty remains the biggest barrier to meaningful allocation, which again, they can help with. So I like that they're saying something different for each time as well. Coin Bureau, which has almost 1 million followers on X, saying bullish Bitcoin ETFs pulling $9 billion in just 5 weeks, while gold funds saw $2.8 billion in outflows. Momentum is hella shifting over here. Definity Market saying flow tells the story. Capital is reallocating from legacy stores to programmable assets. For institutions, Bitcoin is no longer speculative, it's strategic. And when TBPN, which has 61,000 followers on X, saying the ultimate vision for crypto has always been economic freedom. Brian Armstrong, co-founder of Coinbase, saying the mission of Coinbase is to increase economic freedom in the world. It enables people to live in freer life and not have things taken away from them. People are rewarded with the upside of their labor. They're going to try more ambitious things. We're trying to push this through getting legislation passed and building better products. Ultimately, I think crypto is going to update the entire financial system globally. The majority of all payments will run on crypto rails, and I'll tell you just why in a second. So Definity says the ambition is clear: rebuild financial infrastructure with freedom and efficiency at the core. But vision needs policy, rails need trust, and scale demands institutional grade infrastructure. That's where the real work begins, and we're ready to help build it. Now, something I don't know if I didn't screenshot it. Something I want to take a look at happens to come from Facebook, and it happens to come from a post from years ago. Yes, it does. 3 years ago, somebody posted, not being able to move large amounts of money with wires for 3 days at a time, holiday weekend, is why banks won't last and are being disrupted by the likes of Square and PayPal. Square's Cash App and PayPal's Venmo can transfer funds instantly 24/7. They also let you buy crypto. Cash App has had this for over a year already. Bitcoin ETFs likely won't be approved until October. But in short, I would never buy stock in any bank, but I would buy stock in Square and PayPal. This was posted on 4 years ago today, to the date, May 29, 2021. And then somebody had posted, banks are essentially classist because they don't help poor people at all. As of May 29, 2021, 14 million adults in the US were unbanked because banks don't bother helping poor people who can't keep money in the accounts. Not Square or PayPal, though. Square's Cash App will give you a bank account and a routing number just when you sign up. PayPal and Venmo likewise don't need you to have a bank account either. This user growth has grown with disruption at a commensurate rate and will continue until banks start to go under. This was also posted May 29, 2021. Who was this person that said disruption is coming? It was me. And the part of this is because why should I have to not receive funds for like 90 something hours because banks have to work on this old outdated system of T+2 settlement time, doesn't work on weekends? Heckin' ridiculous. And I think that's where DEVVE comes in. Settlement time, instant transactions, instant settlement time, contingency transaction sets, absolutely incredible. Link down below to the DEVVE exchange. And that being said, DEVVE did not do well today. DEVVE did horrible today. DEVVE was down to like 44 cents, 43 cents. It's at 48 cents right now, so it's only down 9% on the day now. But obviously, you see the wick there down to under 44 cents, so it's 43 something. And yes, I caught a little bit of the bottom. They have so the volume on it today, 250,000 over on Uniswap, but I want to see what other. Actually, it says down. So it's 48 on Uniswap, but 47.4 on CoinGecko, down 10.6% to them. And yeah, you just saw that wicket. Now, granted, this is not a new thing. Over the last couple months, this is 3 months. It's a bit choppy out there, and obviously the trend is down. Especially over down the last month, the trend is definitely down. But obviously in the max, we are like 4x from where we were down at the bottom. Obviously, it would have been great to buy there at like 14 cents, sell it like $1.80, rebuy back in here. Now, I did get some at the 15 and 30 cent level, but I also got some at 90 cents and like $1.50 and $1.70. And then I just got a little more today at like the 50 cent mark. I guess 44 cent mark. So, but they were super small amounts. So like the last week, it was again relatively small amounts. Thank you everyone for reposting the space and being here, and that video I did on daCAT before, got only a couple hours old, 4,400 views, not bad. Anyway, let's keep on going here. DEVVE, the volume of it today, 689,000 volume, which is still very, very low. $41 million market cap. So OMI, I think, has a much higher market cap now because they're only at 41 million. And now, granted, OMI is down 4% on the day, and I'm sure the volume is it's 1.1 million in volume, but that's over on Gecko Terminal, CoinGecko. OMI on CoinMarketCap, where it shows where it has another exchange called DeepCoin, where it have another 1.4 million in volume. The difference is is double. It's like 1.1 to 2.5. So really, CoinMarketCap is really what you have to go by, because CoinGecko just doesn't show an extra exchange that has 1.4 million in volume, which is nuts. Andres Sime saying, hoping a big announcement this week. You and me both, brother. You and me both. I would say if you go and take a look at David's words on, I forget where it was. Hold on one second. Can I ban you? I can't ban you. You're on X. That's so strange. Anyway, if you take a look at David's words the other day, David was talking about a new announcement this week. I'm going to say the end of, well, yeah, 29th. It's obviously not, they're not going to announce it today. Maybe they announce it tomorrow, maybe Saturday. My collectibles was in a space, I think last week, and he said, well, you know, it's Saturday, it's my day off, but I'm here anyway because I love you guys. So I don't think they would wait till Saturday to announce it because my collectibles is supposedly off that day. I guess that's his days off. I assume weekends is probably what normal people get off anyway. So if there is an announcement, it's probably going to be tomorrow. I can't see them doing it on Saturday unless they're just like, hey, MC, you gotta go in and get that bread. And and he'd probably be like, okay, I guess. So maybe you have 2 more days for it. I think it would look not great if they said it was going to be out this week and then it doesn't come out till next week. My money is going to be on either Pac-Man or Minecraft because that's what they teased the other day. Then they teased Aliens recently, and both Minecraft and Pac-Man's Bandai Namco were at the licensing conference the week prior before MCM, before the London Comic-Con. So I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work if it. I mean, maybe they save it for Lisbon and be like, hey, you know what? We said it was gonna be last week, but we're just gonna save it for Lisbon. That could be cool too. And this way, maybe they get like a half hour, thing, like they announce it there and then they post it online. I think that could be cool. What's up, Planet Vampire? How's it going, fam? Hope you're doing well. Good on you. Good on you. Let's go to Penguin Colada saying, let's go. Howdy doody. Howdy doody. Let's take a look at thank you, Sam, for going on and posting about the space. Y'all are my bays. Let's take a look at VeVe Zombie saying, yo, what up, Zombie? Let's go on for a little bit more Akomi here. See what oh yeah, $59 million market cap. So they are heavily outperforming DEVVE. DEVVE's at like numbers. Well, Akomi's at 659. DEVVE's got to be at number 798. This is one of my favorite bags. One of the ones that I think. Now I don't expect it to do as big of an X as OMI or Definity. Well, Definity's price is so low, the market cap is so low. But I was talking to a buddy of mine today. I was like, listen, I'm sure DEVVE does like a 30x, which is about a 1.3 billion, under 1.3 billion dollar market cap. If it does that, and yeah, for what they're doing, for the exchange partners that they have, the other partners in general, it seems to make sense. Kuma saying, what's up, Randy fam? What's going on, Kuma? Zombie saying, yo, Kuma. Joe D Powers, has that leaderboard switch quick? I was wondering what the crowns were. Yeah, I guess that YouTube's doing that on. Yeah, so Zombie saying, yo, yeah, so I guess that's it. Zombie's number 1. Joe D Powers, you're number 2, saying that leaderboard switching quick, and then I guess Ben in Korea is number 3. Heyo. Fam Bam is 4, Kuma's 5, Penguin Colada 6, Planet Vampire 7, Abe is 8, and Andres Sime is number 9. It does not show people on X though on YouTube, so I feel like if they did, it might be a little bit more. Oh shoot! It might be a little bit more diverse. But yeah, leaderboards do switch quick. So just in, President Trump to hold press conference with Elon Musk tomorrow. This will be his last day, but not really. Elon is terrific. That is a mess going on in there. Let's move on. Miles Bain says, had to have a lot of volume on mainnet, in my opinion. We'll get there when ready. Yeah, I mean, I would say if you have I mean, it's still daCAT's still pre-revenue. There's not really a large. Dude, I don't know about. I like keep seeing things in this mirror. Do y'all see anything? Anyway. Once they turn on a little bit of revenue, I feel like daCAT will have and obviously once they get on VeVe and things like, oh, this is actually really cool. I wonder what else he can do it. There might be some buys at that point. So we'll see. VeVe Zombie says, I'll get the set. Oh, why, thank you so much. We appreciate that. And now I have to go to some of the news before VeVe Magic gets here. She'll be here in a couple of minutes. I actually did not check to see if she had a. I did not check to see if she got the message. I'm just going to assume she did. This Friday, $92,000 Bitcoin is set to expire on Deribit with a notional value of 10.18 billion. There's no way that Bitcoin gets down there. Max pain price is 98,000 put call ratio. Ethereum max pain price is 2,200, 1.61 billion notional value, put call ratio 0.79%, and GameStop purchases 4,700 Bitcoin. Oh, did I? Okay, we're good. BlackRock, Fidelity, and Van Eck has bought $38.8 million worth of Ethereum. That is hella bullish for Ethereum. Again, BlackRock, Fidelity, Van Eck, good for y'all. Elon Musk XAI partners with Telegram to integrate Grok into the platform. I can't wait for that. Maybe Zombie says, daCAT to the moon. Love it. U.S. Department of Labor rescinds 2022 guidance that warned fiduciaries against including crypto in 401k plans. So yeah, it looks like Bitcoin is going to be part of everyone's 401k plans. Baby Bam Bam says, hey, what are these purple crowns? I think it's a YouTube thing. I got it yesterday, and then this girl named Grace from Beyond the Trailer, I think she got it today. So it helps people engage more. Like the more you engage, the more you move up. I think you're number 4 right now. Ben in Korea says, let's see if I get a crown. I think you were number 3 before, and I think you get a little bit of a step up because you're a member. So I think like you have a comment and FamBam has a comment, but you have a crown, I think, because you are a member. So FamBam would have to comment more. Let's move on here. Breaking, European Union is in constant talks with us to finalize a new trade deal. Okay, can't wait to see that, because I think Secretary Bessent says that the trade talks stalled with China. But if European Union makes a deal, I think that's great. Oh my God, my back hurts. Then you have U.S. Department of Labor rescinds 2022 guidance on cryptocurrency and 401k plans, which is great, which means Bitcoin will get in there. And then you have Unfolded saying K33 secures financing of SEK 60 million to buy Bitcoin and launch its Bitcoin treasury strategy. Wes, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. Please do not talk about something and make a comment or a statement as if it's fact. The big announcement was not the American mythology comics. Please stop lying. Please stop spreading misinformation. That is not cool. That is not cool. So we're just going to delete that comment because again, not cool. VeVe saying, what up, fam? Chaos on the Chains has a roadmap. I got to go in and actually go to their page to read that. Chaos on the Chains. Shout out to them for paying to have a character over in the daCAT universe. So here, okay, real world. Okay, roadmap is revealed for Chaos on the Chain thing. After years of research, deep development, we're excited to unveil the official Chaos on the Chains roadmap, a journey from innovation to global impact, from real-world land staking in AR Quest to realm seasons, NFT drops, and a player-driven economy. We're not just building a game, we're building a living, evolving world. Dive into what's been done and what's coming, including our token launch, realm seasons, creator tools, and much more. Check out the full roadmap below and share your thoughts. Okay, so the roadmap, phase 0 happened already from 2022 and 2023. It was research, experiment, and early patent filings. Phase 1 was the engine and backend architecture through 2023, multiplayer engine, game grid, and staking contracts. Phase 2, a little bit more recent history, first half of 2024, which is pre-beta and community opening, the Guardian Badge NFT, AI heroes, and social sharing. Phase 3 is going to be the beta launch and core gameplay activation, Q3 of 2025. So that happens in a couple of months. What's up, VeVe Magic? Oh my God, we match. We have
twinsies.
Twinsies, total twinsies. How you doing, fam?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. I am going to set. Did you get the email with the thing
I
with
think
the
so.
video? Okay, I will send it to you. I will. Do you ever? Okay. Let's find this a video attached. So I'm going to forward, and I think. Yep, I found your email. So it's on a Google Drive file. So you have to open that and then share the screen, and then we'll
Do you want me to
get
do that
that
right now?
bread. Sure, if you want.
Okay.
You do it
Let
now.
me.
You do it an hour from now. No, I'm joking. You don't need to be on for that one. I had actually I had a call from Al today. He's doing well. He's doing good. Says hey. Says hi. What are you doing this weekend? It's about to be. Is it Friday? No, it's Thursday. It's about to be the weekend.
I felt like it's like a day ahead all week. I even was like, "Is today Friday?" No, it's not Friday yet.
Yeah.
Saturday, I might be on a live stream in the morning. I have a show at noon my time. And then I'm packing. And
Sweet.
then Sunday, my friend every year has this big event on this huge ranch that she lives on. So I'm gonna go hang out with her. And then Monday, I'm taking my kids to school and I'm out of the country. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Wait, where are you going?
I don't know, like Portugal or something.
Oh yeah. Derp 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 derp. I've like retweeted a bunch of stuff that you were in because you have the you're gonna go live there. And
Hmm.
so I guess there's a lot to go live for. I guess you have somebody speaking on a certain day and then something happening on
Correct.
another day. And
And we're
uh
hoping to live that actual speaking. There's a gnat on my screen that's making me nuts. Um, we're hoping to have them mic'd up, and so that we can go live and have like perfect audio.
yeah.
So fingers crossed. Yeah, we have a lot of content planned. We actually just had a meeting earlier today about it, and we're feeling good, feeling great, and excited to share it with everybody.
All right, sweet. Get that bread.
Let me go to this file here. So it's a video.
Hmm.
Um, okay. Let me, I think I can just play it from here. So let me share this screen and see if this is going to look good.
Coolio. Oh,
Um,
let's see. That page.
you think that's going to be okay?
Yeah, should be fine.
Um, I have my AirPods in, but like the audio should play, right? Or do I need to take my AirPods out?
Try it, and then if it doesn't, then we'll try it another
Okay.
way.
Okay. Let me put the sound on. Wait, unmute. Why is it doing that? There we go. All right. Tell me right away.
Hi, I'm Alcon.
We're good.
I'm the guy who found pocket monsters in Japan, brought it to the world, and turned it into Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Today, I want to tell you about something even closer to my heart. Nearly 24 years ago, in the wake of the 9/11 terrorist attacks, I founded First Responders Children's Foundation to support the kids who lost a first responder parent that day. Since then, we've been standing by first responder families nationwide, helping them heal, grow, and thrive. I'm honored that right now my digital collectibles family is stepping up to support the children of first responders. They're holding a benefit auction where you can bid on a package of rare collectibles and a family trip to Disney World. Check it out on X and follow at VeVe Magic for more info and to bid. I couldn't be more grateful. If the bidding is out of your range, please consider a donation to the First Responders Children's Foundation at 1strcf.org. Bid, give, share. Help us keep showing up for those families who sacrifice so much for all of us. And thank you.
There we
Oh
have
shit,
it.
I was on mute. Thanks for that, fam. Good
That played
time.
okay?
Yes, always
Okay, good.
good to hear from Al. For those people that is like, it might have been a little low volume, but I feel like they can just up the volume on their computers and stuff like that. There has been a couple of things, and so I deleted the comment already. I guess to tell people that VeVe has had a couple of announcements this week. One of them was the American Mythos, which I guess they're doing something with, what's that called? They're doing something with Frankenstein's monster, which is really cool. But that is not the big announcement. Do you have any insight on when the actual big announcement is going to happen?
I thought we were already going to get it. So
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, well, they said this week, so they technically haven't screwed up for another 28 hours, give or take. Well, I guess that's through tomorrow. But MC was on a space the other day, and he's like, I think it was last week, and he's like, it's Saturday, it's technically my day off, but I came here to like support the fam and just talk to you all about stuff. So I don't know if they would do it on like a day that other people are supposed to have off, especially if they're have access to the VeVe account. So I'm really hoping tomorrow, and if we don't get it tomorrow, I'm going to guess Monday, or maybe they save it for Lisbon. I've been calling it. I've been pronouncing it in every way that I can. And how do you pronounce it? Lisbon.
Wait, yeah, you always say Lisbon. I'm like, why do you say it like that? Lisbon.
How do you say it?
Lisbon.
Not Lisbon?
No.
Lisbon? Okay. All right.
Every time you say it, I'm like, am I uncultured? Because like I've never heard it pronounced that way.
It sounds fancy and it sounds European.
It does sound fancy, I'll give you that.
Anyway, Kuma loves the sausage.
There's our leader, by the way.
That's our leader. Oh, that's a line by Falco in Star Fox 64 after a mission goes really well. It's such a good game. Anyway,
word for it.
So you are leaving. Well, I guess we won't. Well, I won't say it like exact, but you get there on what day?
Tuesday morning. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, leave. It's a lot of flights. I leave Monday. I land Tuesday.
Oh, so okay. Oh, so you get there on their Tuesday morning?
Yeah.
Okay, and is that the first? No, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So you can kind of chill. Are you going to do any kind of sightseeing? Because you're not working like the booth, right? You're just
right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited for that because and just in our meeting today, it doesn't sound like I need to be there like from start to finish, which is great because I'm not used to that. So yeah, I'm hoping to do a little bit of sightseeing. Taste yummy foods. I'm a foodie, so that's a hope of mine. So yeah, Tuesday's gonna be kind of like hanging out. I'm hoping that I get some sleep on my flights. I have 2 flights. I'm hoping that I get a little bit of sleep because I mean, yeah, I get there Tuesday and I just got to power through the day. Otherwise, I'll be all screwed up.
Yeah. No 9-hour naps.
No.
So Gilmore Girls reference.
Of course it is.
Yes, Lorelai and Christopher, they're in Europe and they take like a 9-hour nap and they wake up. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, see, I need to not do that. That's gonna screw me up big time. Yeah, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the event. Saturday there might be something that like people are meeting up. It's kind of like still to be determined, so we'll see. But Wednesday night, I need to be rested. I need a good night's sleep Tuesday because Wednesday will be all day. Plus possibly this presentation. And then
Wednesday
night
midday.
Yes. And then Wednesday night is the rooftop party. So that'll be I think Wednesday's gonna be like the day. Like it's
the ticket. What number ticket did you mint?
Oh, 240.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's
I technically need it because I did have the gold ticket, which gets me automatic entry.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna. I mean, who's not gonna mint it in their right mind? Like,
yeah,
it was a free mint.
I'm glad they only had a Lisbon with an iced tea. I love Planet Vampire. So yeah, that I know that there's the thing on Wednesday at midday, but the conference goes for a couple of days. Are there multiple presentations?
I'm only aware of one personally.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try and that midday presentation, we're gonna try and live stream that. We may do a couple pop-up live streams outside of that, gauging like what's going on, but we'll be covering the rooftop party. We may do some interviews, and that'll be like in a sort of like longer content video that we put out afterwards, that we do some editing and put like stuff together. So we'll try to cover a
lot of work.
Yeah, we'll try to cover the event itself, the community, the social aspect. We're going to try and you know, give a little bit of everything that's going on.
If anyone ever wanted to hire me for an edited piece of content, I'm not gonna make it, fam. I couldn't do it. I'd have to.
Well,
Yeah.
Max is brilliant and he's fast. Like he films basically like from the minute he gets there to the minute he stops, he's filming all these different things on multiple devices. And I don't know how he stays so organized, but then he can like that night put something together. Like if you need a
That's so
2 minute
cool.
short, he's amazing, amazing. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some good little interviews in between as well. That's kind of my hope. We can talk to a few of the big names there and get their take on everything and maybe a little alpha. We'll see.
So I obviously hope that as a spectator that you get that and you get to talk to a couple of 100s, get to talk to David, or whoever. But what I also hope for you is that you maybe have a little drink, maybe have like whatever, and you get to talk to other people from like the VeVe family. Like you get to rub elbows with CEO or COO of like whoever, like the booth next to you, and then like, oh hey, we're
Yeah,
over at
that'd be
VeVe.
cool.
Yeah, and I hope you just like sparkle, and they try to snipe you, not like take you out, but like be like, hey, we could use someone like you, and then you have you. So you're
My DMs are open.
oh, okay. So can we say like who you're working for there? Like at like because there's VeVe, there's Stacker, there's a Comey, there's all these
Yeah,
different.
I think it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're gonna have access to socials and everything. We're hoping to post stuff directly from the socials, but we are working in conjunction with Stacker.
Yeah, Stacker is open for business. Oh yeah, get that right. So yeah, I would hope that as you go in, and not, I don't want to like say like you'd be like a mole or anything, but as you go into like for like another company, and then you get close to their their head honcho or whoever, and I see boss, every time you put me in charge of something, I come through, I score, I make you money. Now it's time to have a partnership with VeVe. It doesn't matter who they are. You know how long I've been waiting for alcohol on VeVe, and it just hasn't happened yet. And if I don't know where Dos Equis is from, I feel like it would be a Portugal thing because they always have that Spanish looking guy. It was like Dos Equis, like the gentleman.
Oh, the man of mystery guy.
Yeah, yeah.
The most, what is it? What do they call him? The most interesting man in the world?
I think so. I don't
Yeah.
know that, but it sounds right.
I was at a wine bar once and there was locally, and there was a guy sitting in a high top, 2 chairs by himself against the wall, against like these paintings and everything. And I tell you, like, I kid you not, he looked exactly like that guy. And I was like, oh, he exists. He's the real guy.
You talk
Like,
to
he
him?
looked just like him. No, I just like took an inconspicuous picture of him.
I would have had to be like, hey, are you that guy?
I
You
need to
that guy?
know. I need to know.
Yeah, I would love to do that. But maybe that's why you were put in that situation. I wasn't, because I would have just annoyed him, and he'd be like, "Ah, I get this all the time." But so if we take VeVe Magic as you are right now to as you were, let's say 2021, when you just kind of get into the space. So like 4 years ago, um, and how much you've grown and the trajectory that you're in. Where do you see yourself in 2029? What is VeVe Magic doing? What is the name? What is the brand doing? Do you have what are your like Lady Gaga has like her little monsters? What are your like follower minions called? Are they your magicians?
Magic makers.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Man, I haven't thought about that. I mean, I don't know. I'm sort of looking for like the right opportunity of something that feels right. What I'm doing right now feels good. Feels like I'm on the right trajectory. So I'm really looking forward to, next week and seeing how that all plays out and seeing, like you were saying, like people might be looking at you like, like let's see how this plays out. All I can do is do my best in everything that I do, and that's what I try to do. And I put myself out there, and one of these days, hopefully, somebody notices that.
that'd be awesome. I feel
Meantime,
like,
I'm doing what I love, so
yeah,
can't be mad at that.
feel like as a VeVe Magic brand, I would love to see that in other places. Like you come out with a wine or a or something something else, something that I could buy, something that I can. Me and Mr. MC1 were thinking about putting out Chavez media hats. You should put like a magic hat. Well, I know that like the magician top hat already exists, but your version,
Yeah,
like a fedora
a fedora. Okay. I mean,
for
I
the.
do have my. It's funny when I was in talks with Epico about like the whole collectible. It was he had the funniest thing he said. He goes, "I'll never forget when I first met you. You're in like this all black outfit and you had like this coolest hat on." And I was like, "You remember that?" And so when we were first like talking about like, I was like, I mean, shoot, style her like that. I'm not mad at it. And so that was like part of like the potential look that she was gonna have. But yeah, I've used that hat at a few events. I love that hat. I look good in hats, so I like wearing hats.
Same. Um, I feel yeah, I might. I feel like I might need another one soon. Maybe I'll get another gold logo. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's
It's
to be
funny, I was trying to dig out this hat tonight, and I found my other logo hat that I've never worn before. I was like, oh shoot, I forgot I had that.
I don't have the Akomi hat yet, like the secret rare Akomi logo hat. I was
I'm
trying
not
to
in the
wait.
club.
It oh yeah, you didn't get the Omi. How much are they now?
I have the two lower logos, but I didn't have enough to get the secret rare and the
Gotcha,
hat.
gotcha. I don't know what I can't think they're crazy. If I put Akomi logo, is that gonna come up? Secret there's 13 in the market. It's not a lot of them in the market. They're $1,400. God damn. Um,
Wow.
I didn't think it was that serious. I mean, I guess people want the network, and there's not a lot of them. I don't know.
How many are there?
On the market or in general?
No, in general.
Let me look. 567. But damn, I didn't. No wonder my vault value is up. I was like, shit. Uh, the VeVe one, I think that one's down to like 3,200. So I'm not.
Hmm.
Oh, poop! I put in VeVe logo, and now they're all coming up. Oh
I
lordy.
was
Okay.
I was literally like debating if I wanted to buy another partner statue, if I want to wait a bit and do something else. But man, partners is my bae.
I know you have four now, I think, and
I have
then
four. I could pull the trigger on a fifth. I've just been
yeah,
debating.
because they were down to like 900, I think, right?
Yeah,
Or
930 was last I saw.
so I mean, and there was I forget who. Oh, the dude I had on the other day, Fred Levia. Ah, they're 1090 now. What? Oh, damn.
Oh, really?
So I was talking to him the other day, and so I don't know if these were because of delistings or they were because of people bought them, but yeah, he's like, yeah, I was waiting for that. It's been going down, but waiting for it to get to like 800, and then I'd buy one. I was like, well, 800 might. I mean, yeah, it could happen, but I think I don't know. I guess he just pulled the trigger. But there was it was let down to like nine something. Now it's 1090,
Yeah,
and
there
then it goes.
was two or three in the 900s.
Yeah, so it could be delist because it goes from 1090 to 1199. So
Hmm,
yeah, and usually
interesting.
it's not $100 in between. It's usually like you said,
Yeah.
like 30, $50, whatever. Yeah. Then it goes to 1289, then 1450. But I feel like if you buy one for 1090 and 1199, then people will start to list them as well. So I don't. But I don't know. There's this thing called. Have you heard of Pokemoms? It was like this. It's this
That sounds
weird.
crazy.
It's yeah. I think it's really not. Well, I haven't actually taken a look at it. I just know that it was like some mom thing inspired by Pokemon, and they minted out at like 0.019 ETH. And then like overnight they just like got bought up and they had like one ETH floor, and it's like, oh, all right, well, this is
Hmm.
a thing. So it seems like money is flowing into NFTs, and maybe this is
Interesting.
the start. We shall see. What's up, Crazy Dan? Was that you that was buying the? Well, looks like I can't get it for that price anymore, but we shall see. Anyway, I didn't want to keep you for too long, unless you want to stay until you finish the glass and then refill the glass.
I am going to barbecue tonight, but I could go to like the top of the hour.
Cool. So what are you making on this barbecue tonight? Oh, you've been posting. Are you trying to become a Instagram cooking influencer?
I'm just trying to like branch out and like do other things that I love, like, and just, see what people like, and I don't know, I feel like my channel kind of has a little bit of something for all different walks of life at this point. I've got like Disney content, cooking content, crypto content, anime content now, so I'm kind of all over the place, but it's just, just spreading the wings and seeing what people
Oh,
like. But yeah, I actually have two videos queued up that I'll probably post. I may post both of them tomorrow because they're related, but another cooking short. But yeah, tonight I'm doing uh chicken on the grill in a marinade, but I didn't film any of this, and I'm gonna just saute some mushrooms and maybe barbecue some zucchini as well.
speaking of mushrooms, before I get to that, so Jody Powers, it
No,
wasn't.
not those mushrooms.
It was. I wasn't talking about those either. It was called. It wasn't called Pokemoms. It was called Super Mom. So Super Mom, MOM. So yeah. Anyway,
That's different.
I think one of the favorite videos that I've sent you was Toad, from the Mushroom Kingdom, and he was singing Chandelier.
Why do you love that video so much? I don't get it.
It's so good. Tell me,
I'm like
did you?
waiting for something else to happen in this video. I'm like, it's literally Toad in this high-pitched voice that is breaking my eardrum, singing for
Oh
like
yeah,
a
because you
minute and
have
a
the
half.
pods in, right?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
I wonder how
oh
that
my
would
God,
sound.
not good.
I first experienced that on while I was on Lucy. I was just scrolling, and then I see it, and it
Okay,
sent
well, I can
me.
see why that might hit you different if you're
But even now, it's still like it's like every time I look at Pokemon cards and I see somebody has like a Shadowless card, I was like, oh my god, the Shadowless. So like every time like I scroll it and it comes on the timeline, I have to listen to it. It's so good. Pokemon's and much favorite. Yeah. Um I actually got so I did on whenever I streamed with Bam Bam like a week ago, I had a little too much to drink of the Baileys. I had it was a large like $50
you
bottle.
never.
So after that I was like, okay, restrict calories, nothing but water and like egg white, and then I did so good on my diet these last few days that I rewarded myself with a large meat lovers stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. And
Oof.
oh yeah, it's so good.
Did
Um
you pay for it? That like, did it hurt you?
I mean, I don't like the way I look, so yes, but not in like the bathroom sense.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm afraid that would like really mess you up.
I mean, so I'll do like the reverse Scarlett Johansson, where she never, unless if she's like pregnant, she never is more than like a few weeks outside of like top physical condition. Whereas I never let my body get too used to eating clean for too long, where I'm always like not too far away from I can eat a whole block of mozzarella and be fine, you know? Um, and that is why women live longer than men. Mm. I
One
saw
of the
that
reasons.
statistic the other day that married men live longer because men generally don't like to go to the hospital, but their wives will kind of nag them until they do, and then that's how they live longer. So I am
Interesting.
going to find a wife so that she can tell me to go to the hospital, and that is my plan, to live long enough until scientists can figure out immortality. What about you? If that guy from PayPal figures out a way in the next 30 years where you can essentially live, maybe not forever, but maybe you could live to like 200. But like at age 100, you're really like age 60. At 150, you're like 80, and then by 200, you're actually 100.
I don't know.
Imagine how big your VeVe collection will be if you just buy like a dollar comic a day. You live to 200 years old.
Oh, it's funny. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm torn over that because I don't know. I feel like you're kind of given the lifespan you're supposed to have, and like it's your responsibility to live it the best you can. And I don't know. I don't know that I would want to live that long.
There's there was a post on Tumblr went viral like there's like 10 years ago. I don't know why I remember this, where this girl says or either it was this girl or this personal trainer, and she's like, personal trainer said, how, what are your goals? And the girl's like, to pet all the doggos. And then the person, no, like your fitness goals. And then she's like, to be fast enough to pet all the doggos.
I love that.
So maybe that's why I remember it. So you love cats. You got a couple of them.
All animals. Well, almost all animals. I love most animals. Okay, that's two reasons why I would want to live longer. Is one, to travel a lot. Like I feel like I just don't have enough years in me to do all the traveling that I really, really want to do. So that's one. And then two, like have all the animals, see all the animals. Like there's countries where it's like they have like these wild sanctuaries and just like hundreds of cats. I'm like, I want to go there.
Same.
And the place where I forget where it is, where the horses like run free on the beach. I'm like, oh, what a dream.
They're like wild horses?
Yeah.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
can't really ride them though.
No, but
Yeah.
just to see that would be amazing.
I wonder if you could still like feed them. Probably not, but I don't know. I feel like if somebody's got like a apple or something, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Brandon B. Squish should have that. Age your head gets very. Oh, well, maybe they could stop that with. I don't know how. But I feel like
Did you know that your nose and your ears never stop growing?
I heard about that.
It's true.
I mean, I have kind of big ears already. I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I hide them. I hide them with my hair. So do you. You're hiding yours with your hair too. So we do not have the problem.
No, my ears are normal size. I only do this with this hat because it's too like tall for my head. So it looks
Gotcha.
weird. Like it like sits up if I don't push it over my ears. Like it's the hat itself is too deep. I don't do that with all my hats. This one though, I have to, and it
Yeah,
actually bothers me.
I didn't like purposely hide them. It's just the way the hair falls in the hat. So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, no, I normally have my hair behind. I have normal size ears, people.
Man,
But it's just this hat.
I do not have normal size ears.
That's right. It's in North Carolina. The horses.
Hey, what's up, Echo 712? Thank you for liking my Instagram story before. Wild horses on the beach or North Carolina somewhere. Yeah, so I heard that on somebody said like, oh, you feel bad about 10 likes on Instagram, but if you got 10 compliments in real life, you'd be on the moon. I was like, yeah, I would be on the moon if I got 10 compliments in real life. Remember, I would.
Yeah, you can't put too much weight on social media. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a content creator and you're trying to build something, like, yeah, like subscriptions, that stuff really helps. But yeah, I mean, the internet's, it's not real life, so I don't take it too seriously.
I don't know, those Google VO videos, they're getting so close. You seen those?
Yes. Yeah. Wild.
And I'm starting. Like,
I saw a reenactment, a political one. There was a politician that was like getting off a plane and
messing with the hair.
Yeah. So like on the plane, it shows like where she pushes him or slaps him or something like that. And he's like, oh, it was a joke. And then people like remade it and showed them like off the plane and he's like messing with their hair. And I was like, and it looked so real. I was like, it's frightening. It's getting to the point where you are not going to be able to distinguish reality from non-reality. Like you're just not going to be able to tell. And like the rule of thumb is like, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Yeah. But it's getting to be like truly don't believe everything you see on the internet. Like, just because somebody posts a video doesn't mean it's real. Like, it can be completely manipulated and fake. So it's getting interesting.
Yeah, somebody
Oh, thank you,
commented.
Fady Zombie.
Yeah. So, oh yeah. Well, what do you talk about? So I thought. So which show is this? Is this the show on Monday?
Yeah, Monday
Okay.
mornings. Yeah. This week I don't know if it'll be on. So Dave is in at Bitcoin Vegas right now. And I am leaving Monday morning. So he may run a show without me, or we may not have a show. So I still have to, I'm trying to like not bug him while he's doing his thing out there. So we'll see.
Bitcoin went to 104.9 and it just jumped back to 105.2. But yeah, Bitcoin's having a heck of a day, and not a good way, not a good one.
I mean, it's still,
yeah, it's still better than 74 that it was like 2 months ago.
Exactly.
But yeah, we'll see what it closes out the month with. I forget what the last. Yeah, that's there was somebody that made a comment the other day saying like, "Great, now I'm going to go to jail because somebody made an AI video of me, and a judge that's like 60 years old is not going to be able to tell the difference, and they're going to jail it." And it's like, so have you seen the movie?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what like exactly what I'm talking about. That it's like kind of scary. Like, how do you know fact from fiction now? Like, how are you, like, how are people going to be able to decipher, and who's the judge of if it is or isn't?
Yeah, because it seems like older people kind of can't tell.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just I had found an Instagram reel talking about, I forget which country it was, but the country got like in trouble. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but they had their AI sort of get involved on Reddit conversations, and they found out that like, and it was not a real person, right? And it's AI interacting with all these posts and comments and everything. And they did some sort of study figuring out that the AI, what's the word? Not suggested.
Prompt?
No, like change people's opinions.
Brainwash?
Brainwash is a bit
Sway?
strong. Influenced, okay? Influenced them more than like actual real people. So that's like they just, I don't know, they did some sort of study on it, and it like influenced people a lot to like change their opinions on like a certain topic or whatever it was they were talking about. And it wasn't that the people think that they're talking to a real person, and they weren't.
And this is a reel on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure you sent it. I'm behind by.
I may not have sent it to you.
The one time. Yeah, I'm behind a few videos.
I tried to do the scroll.
If you could find that, that'd be great. I would love to see that.
You know what? I'll actually just text that one to you so that like that's
Coolio. Good. Oh yeah, I saw. I thought for like normally I figure it out after like, well, if it's humans, I can tell by like the eyes or by their voice because it's not really good acting. But this one's acting was like, okay, this flight attendant saying like, no, you cannot have a support kangaroo. And I knew it was wrong, not because I saw anything wrong with the video, but because when I was in the veterinary field, the law was that if you have a support animal, the airlines cannot question like what it is. If it like has a paper or has like whatever. So
really?
I was like, oh, she can't question that. This has got to be fake. And then I was like, oh man, if I didn't know that, like I would have been fooled by this video. It had this cute little kangaroo with this little fucking ticket. And I was like, oh my God, it's adorable.
A ticket. I just sent you the thing, so you have it now.
All right, copy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Damn. Okay, that's a Joe Rogan. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I will watch that later. I'll make sure to watch that later. I would wish for you to text me pictures of your food when you are as you are barbecuing, and then how do the cats take the barbecue? Are they are they curious? Do they burn their paws?
Last night I was cooking. Last night I did Brussels sprouts and bacon, brisket and meatballs. And I'm sauteing they're like burnt ends of brisket. Now this is not all homemade stuff. Like some of this is just like, Costco ready to go things. So it's easy and you just heat it up and go. So I'm not like that great of a chef all the time. But I'm sauteing this brisket and I had some barbecue sauce in it. And my cat's like, I'm fine with them being okay. People are gonna think this is gross and it's fine. I don't care. Judge me away. I don't care if my cats are on the counter. Like as long as it's not like in the middle of something that I'm making and they're behaving themselves, it's fine. And generally speaking, they know to stay away. If not, I boot them. But so my one is sitting in the corner watching me cook, and I turned my back, and that man threw his paw in that skillet and snatched up a piece of brisket.
He did it right. So he didn't burn it. He actually got the.
No, he like used his little claw and like.
I'm not even mad. I mean, I'd be a little mad, but I wouldn't be like big mad,
No, it's kind of like I'll go down your lane with you. It's kind of an anchor man, like you ate a whole wheel of cheese. I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
There's a so it was like one of the first viral cat videos where this fish is in a pan and obviously the words are underneath and the cat's like trying to and says, I touch the fishy, and like, no, you don't touch the fishy. Okay, I touch the fishy a little. No, you don't touch it. It just reminds me of that. I wonder if someone down there will get it. Yeah, gotta respect it, 100%.
See, I gotta respect the guy's hustle. So the other two are way more like chill. This guy acts like any piece of food he sees is he hasn't eaten in a week, and so I definitely respect the hustle.
Respect the hustle.
So I have the three that are brothers, but I also have like a senior cat, and to give her some like extra protein and stuff, I'll give her a can of wet food from time to time. But they're vultures and they don't care. Like, and she's the top dog, but they don't care when that food is out. So like I gave her a can today. I have to take her into my bathroom, but the other cat, like especially the one that like is Scar, ironically, that snatched the meat out of the pan, he knows, and he came running as I'm walking to the bathroom. The can's not even open. I'm just walking the cat to the bathroom and he's running. I had to like shove him out the bathroom so my poor old cat could eat. Yeah, they're savages. And I watched him, was it him? Yeah, him yesterday. He almost caught a squirrel in my front yard.
Epic. A little hunter.
And then I'll hear the peacocks like going crazy, and I'll look out the window and I see my cats running down the street chasing them. Like they're crazy. They are crazy cats.
I didn't know my yard has chipmunks, but I was sitting outside today and a little chipmunk came up to me. I was like, baby. And then I think I scared it and it ran away. I was like, oh. But
I don't have chipmunks out here, but a lot of squirrels.
Or maybe you do have chipmunks, but the cats get them.
No, there's no chipmunks.
Oh, damn. Sad.
Squirrels and gophers and rats.
I don't have gophers.
Awesome.
We have a lot of squirrels. I've never seen a wild prairie dog. Only a prairie dog that's been owned by someone.
Like, I think that's other countries. I don't think you see them in the States. Well, maybe in the prairies.
I've seen them in the veterinary field. I don't know, but as like a pet, I haven't seen it as like a wild thing yet.
Oh, that's so sad.
Poor squirrely. I wonder what was so important. Like, why did
the squirrel cross the road?
Yeah, why across that road? Why across, like, that's like he had to know, right? Like he had to know.
I don't know. I think like you take one step and then you're like, oh, there's no other choice but to commit. And then it's too late.
Yeah. Could not play Frogger.
Colorado, okay. I've never seen one. They're so cute.
Hey, what up, Mr. MC1? We be hanging out here. We be getting this bread.
I see him in 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. You missed the video from Alcon, but it's okay. It's okay. It's just saying to get that bread and to really up the ante on it.
Do you want me to? Are you planning to tweet that out? Are we doing that like on socials or?
Oh, I guess we could. I guess I haven't, but yeah. I don't know if I could download it from there. Can I download it from there? Can we? It's a Google Drive sheet.
I mean, I can download it to my computer and airdrop it to my phone, and if you want to post it, you can. It's however
Oh,
you
no,
want to do it.
by all means, if you can do that. I don't know if I can from my phone.
Well, if I airdrop it to my phone, then I can text it to you.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. But let me see if I could just do it on mine real quick. I sent you. Okay, now I'm going to show quoted text and go into the Google Drive and see if it'll let me do it.
I think it'll. I don't think it's too big that it wouldn't let you do it, but
It is letting me download, I think.
perfect.
Does not let him. Oh, I said download, but it would not. Let me try download again. No,
I think that would be
clicked
good to share,
download.
though, if that's cool.
Yeah,
I
if you
think
could
we
do
should
that, that'd
share
be
it if we're-
great, because it won't let me. It'll say download, but then it X's me out of the video. So
Okay.
rip. All right, get that bread. That would be great. And as always, Magic would love to have you. Love to have you. And I demand pics of the kitties and of the dinner.
Got you.
All right, appreciate it. I can't wait to watch your stuff next week.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna go cook now.
Right.
See you
Love you.
guys.
Bye.
Catch
Bye
me in
now.
Lisbon. Bye.
Lisbon. Lisbon. Was at a dinner with a genius entrepreneur who's buying a gold logo soon and will come onto your channel sometime. Very good. Very good. Mr. MC1, did you know that the Akomi Secret Rare logos are up to 1,400? That's a lot. And obviously they've sold for that before when they were brand spanking new. But yeah, the Akomi Secret Rare logos are 1,400. The partner statues are 1099. They were 930 the other day. And then I want to check the Todds here real quick, because I have a buddy of mine that bought up a few Todds. A buddy of mine that I think has 5 Todds now. Where I think the last Todd they got was at 299. Now it's at 340. So there'd be deals out there, people. And then if your friend is getting a VeVe, the VeVe gold logo, oh my God, my back hurts. We are at, I think, 3,100 now, where we were at 3,200 the other day. So there's this guy that has. So be advised, this guy that has it for 3,100 seems to have redeemed all that is to be redeemed from the logo, but the person that has it at 3,200, I don't believe has redeemed anything, because at least on their collectibles they have like 6, right? They have like 6 collectibles on there. So I don't know if they've redeemed it, but the dude at 3,100. You see like the VeVe Gold logo ticket, you see the gold grenade there. So that person has obviously redeemed some of them. So just so you, and then it goes to like 4,900 after that. So 3,100, 3,200, 49. Gotta buy 5 logos. I may not care for now. Well, that would be a lot. If he did that. I really was going to buy another one, because I have I have 3 money now. I have a tiny little nest egg, but then crypto just took a giant dump today, and I had to throw some money in it. I had to throw some money in because crypto took a giant dump. When DEVVE went down to 44 cents, what's a man to do? Down to up to 47 cents now, but still down. So yeah. And I'll see if it goes lower. If it goes lower, down to like 41 cents, buy a little more. What is not fun is because I'm trying to keep DEVVE at a certain, not the DEVVE price, but I'm trying to keep how much DEVVE I have having a certain amount. I don't want to let that fall a certain number. So when it does, I have to put a little more in, and it's just hitting. It's not good. Let me know if you want to. Oh, okay. Want to share, have me do it. I'm good either way. Okay, all right. It let me save it. Thank you, Magic. Love you, heart you. Don't unplug me or just shut me down, please. Just not. Okay, sorry. We haven't gone over some of the news in quite a while. It's been a good 45 minutes. So where were we? Oh yes, Chaos on the Chains roadmap. Phase 3 is going to happen in just a couple of months. Q3 of 2025, open beta with PvP battles, GPS placement and Realm Quest, and this is happening with the launch of their token and NFT launch. It'll be DRK sales, legendary heroes, land NFTs, and cosmetics, all in phase 4. So this will happen in the second half of 2025. Now, phase 5 for Chaos on the Chains is going to be Realm Season 1, Rise of the Empires. That's going to be Q1 of next year. Guilds, diplomacy, land buffs, and historical enemies. And then phase 6 will be a player marketplace, creator tools, advanced AR. This will happen probably Q3 2026. Royalty systems, design submissions, and co-op AR events. That is from the Chaos on the Chains. The highest selling Elsa card, the top 2024 Topps Chrome Disney. It's a 1 of 1. It's a Superfractor 1 of 1. PSA 10 has sold for $23,000. That's a lot of monies. That's a lot of McMonies for an Elsa. Stephen Duarte says I never pull any mint number, special mint number, but he has the X-Men number 5, 1963, year number 1963. I think that is heckin' amazing. So the American, again, VeVe had a nice, fun announcement for American mythology. They joined VeVe Comics. That was great. I want to read one of their books. I think it's called Gun Hand, where they go in and have, like, I think Frankenstein's monster in there. That sounds really cool. But no, that is not the big announcement, despite some lies you hear from other people. FTX tomorrow is distributing over $5 billion in stablecoins to creditors this Friday. That's nearly 2% of all stablecoins hitting the market at once. The money, a lot of times, I think will flow into Bitcoin. I think it flows into Bitcoin, Ethereum, top alts, and then maybe have some microcaps on there. But yeah, I was not expecting Bitcoin to go under 105 today. It just went to 104.9. Now it's back to 105. So that was just a wicked. It was literally 104.9. And then it just, you have that little bounce from there. It went from 104.9 to 105.4 very, very quickly. Maybe that was the bottom. We'll see. Let's see what the ETH is doing over on the Gecko terminal. That's under 26, but that's still about 2,500. So it's still like double of where we bottomed at 1,300. So anyway, let's continue on. Comment down below where you think the money from FTX will go. Where do you think? What projects do you think are brought up? Brendan Babcock says, Dr. Stuff, I'm number 129, and Crypto Rain is the main one who helped me go harder than I would have otherwise because I agreed with his logic and viewpoints. So that's 3 of us in the top 300 that are still here. David, if there are any more VeVe Gold and Silver logos, Rain will never sell it. Yeah, Brendan Babcock is I don't know if it's a whale, but again, in the top 300, you're no slouch. I was kicked out of the top 500 not too long ago because people kept buying, and I was stacking crypto. So yeah, and if you want to get into the top 500, it's a mission. And he's in the top 300. So Crypto Rain has a bunch of people that he brought in. I feel like he definitely deserves a logo as well. Bitcoin conference. Yesterday, for the first time in history, a sitting vice president gave a keynote. Sitting vice president of the United States gave a keynote at the Bitcoin conference. I thought that was very nice. Deadline, or MA_deadline over on X, says number 321 Grogu set completed. The Deadline Master Collection expands. Huge thank you to Murphy_HUD for prioritizing him the rare Grogu. He's the man. Helping each other complete master collections and securing meaningful mints is what VeVe is all about. As I've come across a few trying to gatekeep mints for profits, and I'm sorry to say, but I don't think the strategy works long term. True collectors work together. Happy mint hunting out there. Yeah, good for them. Dan's speech at NFC Portugal said, yeah, I if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the Tuesday or Wednesday. The Tuesday one. That is, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Wednesday. Well, there's something happening on Wednesday. I don't want to announce anything before VeVe does. Lil Ren says, just grabbed another partner's. Oh, wait, did you grab that before or after you saw it on? Okay, hold on. Before or after I went over it? Let me search. Because if you did at 10.99, then there's like an 11.66 in there. Okay, it's 10.9. Okay, so you must have bought it like just recently. Okay, like within the last like couple hours. But yeah, it's 10.90 now. And then whoever buys that, then it goes up to $11.99. Whoever buys that goes up to $12.89, then to $14.50. So it's yeah. Didn't know you're. Yeah. So you must have bought. Was it below 1,000? Because there were, yeah, bro, 900. The floor is 1090 now. And then I obviously just said 11.99, then 12.89. But I thought that was interesting. And Magic said that she was thinking about getting another one, and you beat her to it. Good man. Good man. Love that collectible. 100% believe that it is a grail, and that's going to be great long term. No, I X'd out of my photos. Now I have to go back to the screenshots and see where I was. Okay, that wasn't too hard. Alex Becker says BlackRock literally went on TV and told normies their Bitcoin would be stolen by future evil quantum computers, while at the same time YOLOing another $200 million into it. They're shaking out as many as they can before a big up. Alex Becker is talking about holding the line. That was when we were at like 109,000. And then we went down to 104.9 before. So not a good look on him. 9 years ago yesterday, we lost our beloved Harambe. Everyone comment F down below to pay respects. Love Harambe. 2024. Okay. You have a guy named Ikram in the DEVVE Telegram saying, "Hey everyone, in 2024 it was mentioned many times that there was that it was agreed with governments, and even 3 countries were mentioned. What could be the obstacle not disclosing which countries, just out of ignorance? What is the legal obstacle of disclosing that a US-based blockchain network is cooperating with other countries? In other words, if DEVVE can make energy deals in many countries today, DEVVE should be able to make its own Web3 deals without any obstacle." So Tom answered this, and he said the main progress with sovereign states was with island nations, and island nations have become a politicized topic in Trump's early big pushes. The dust will settle there in time. Edit saying some of the announcements around sovereign state interactions are postponed, but this is obvious. I was just describing the delay for putting the news out. So that's his stuff there. I went over security. All right. Despite Bitcoin's recent rally, perpetual futures funding rates remain well below past peaks, and I think we're kind of seeing some of that now. Tina. Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. This is Tina from the. Okay, Sunday. All right. Copy. Vice President J.D. Vance says, "We do not believe Bitcoin competes with the US dollar. Bitcoin will become a strategically important asset for the United States." Still trying to make that distinction, even though we know what's going on. J.D. Vance says that over 100 million Americans will soon own Bitcoin. What he said was there's now 50 million Americans that own Bitcoin as of right now, and over 100 million Americans will at some point. Because again, when the SEC clears the guidance and they rescind the guidance that said for Bitcoin should not be in people's 401ks, and they rescind that, making it okay for people to have in their 401ks. It's a big deal. It's great. Oh, here's my puppy dog. His name is Ralphie. He's a cutie patootie. BlackRock said to plan to buy 10% of Circle Internet IPO shares. Charlie Fisher says, "Shout out to Sunny Master 13 for this incredible Hulk number 1968 edition, Hugh Jackman's birth year, the Wolverine legend." So that year isn't necessarily big for comics in general. It wasn't released that year, but it is Hugh Jackman's birth year, so that is why. Yeah, what up, fun under the sun? How you doing? Love you. SafeMoon founder got 45 years in prison for fraud. God damn, that is wild. That is wild. He's gonna get wrecked. A whale yesterday had bought 1,200 Bitcoin worth $130 million. Again, bought 1,200 Bitcoin for $130 million on Binance, and that was before the big. That was before the short. That was before shorts kind of ripped in a new one. VeVe is now still looking for a lifecycle lead, and they are looking for an event coordinator. Why they would not hire VeVe Magic is beyond me, but that is not my business. That is not my place. I'm not going over that. Be advised, there is a fake Chavo Guerrero out there. I repeat, there is a fake Chavo Guerrero over on Facebook that is trying to scam people and saying that he's selling some of his Uncle Eddie's stuff when it's not him. He's just, again, if anyone ever tells you, yeah, bro, you got to send it PayPal, friends and family, big red flag. Big red flag. Mahalo Joe says, "Hey, everybody. Yo, what up, Mahalo Joe? How's it going, man? Yeah. NVIDIA reports a $44 billion revenue, which has beat expectations, and that is why NVIDIA overtook Microsoft as the most valuable company out there. Email from Definity, guys. They are doing so good. They're doing so. I haven't gotten an email from them today, but they were doing so good as of the 28th, and I guarantee you they continue to do well. They're adding a lot to their P&L every day, adding quite a lot. 21 Shares files a spot Dogecoin ETF, which is heckin' bananas, but that's what they're doing. And I realize I'm out of water. Oh my God, my back hurts so bad. Oh, okay, moving on. Free comic on VeVe. So 247 Comics has launched a Kickstarter for the new series Heroes Be Damned. And if I think it's over now. If you were to back the comic yesterday at any level, you would have received a free code for a limited gold edition cover on VeVe. Also have your name memorialized in the special thanks page. But yeah, it was only for yesterday. Shoot, I'm sorry, guys. So, but no, VeVe fam appreciates you. Dashy too, I think. Yes, Dashy is of course the real reason why everyone's here. They like to say hello to Dashy. Love you, fam. Right, let's move on. Level 100 achievement. This actually happened a little while ago. Join us in the comments below and celebrating the newest level 100, Denny 71578095. The ultimate VeVe accomplishment comes the ultimate thank you from the entire VeVe team. Your ongoing passion, dedication, and joy of collecting shines through each and every day. The whole VeVe team and community celebrates the incredible achievement with you. David Yu, from all of us at VeVe, congratulations. GameStop CEO confirms that the company is shifting the business from being so reliant on video games. Now there's a big focus on trading cards. That is interesting. Pokemon humor. Go touch grass. My brother in Christ, I can't. When you're a groundwater type, 4x. I mean, originally you had ground rock types back in the day that had 4x damage to grass, but now there's groundwater, which is so much worse. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. My back is just destroyed, and I don't know what to do. Nancy May says, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. President Trump promised it. We voted on the big, beautiful bill to deliver it. That's one of the good things about the big, beautiful bill, although there is a lot of bad things. Federal courts block President Trump's Liberation Day tariffs from taking effect. There's a lot of there, and then filing appeals, and then blocking. It's crazy, bro, crazy. DeCAT Maxi up in here. Y'all go make me act a fool. So we have the IMF reaches staff level agreement with El Salvador on extended fund facility, noting efforts will continue to ensure Bitcoin held across government-owned wallets remain unchanged. Shout out to El Salvador for continuously buying 1 Bitcoin every day. That is very big of them. Oh my gosh, my back. Very big of them. Metaplanet issues a $50 million in 0% bonds to buy more Bitcoin. Good for them. Good for them. My back. Three Stooges is now in. That's in the American mythos as well. So 100 years of slapstick. Interesting. I don't think those really look like them, but you know what? I'm okay with it because I just want more content with them. Playing. Oh, blackjack. Gotcha. President Trump files appeal after federal. Yeah, he appealed it. White House saying it's not for unelected judges to decide how to properly address a national emergency. Wild times out there, peeps. Wild times. Oh, this is the floor. Oh, wow. Good for you, Anheuser-Busch. Good for you. I should buy stock in Anheuser-Busch. We're going to get in this. Okay. I already went over 247 Comics. Oh, I might be gone next week. Oh, I can't. Fudge. Okay, never mind. Disregard, guys. Disregard. I will have to send someone else. Volti card. Okay, so post from Jin Token from Volt Inu saying, you've accumulated the entire bear. You bought in the red because you've been paying attention. But what good was learning, budgeting, paying attention, and catching the dips and hodling through adversity if you haven't figured out how to access your crypto from DeFi? Therefore, you need the Volti card from Volt. There you could spend $150,000 a day, 30 different ways between tokens on numerous chains. You can go and get that. And I think I might get that for daCAT. think I might get that for daCAT. Might want to do a couple things. Dr. Profit says, question regarding Stacker. Which external wallet would you like to connect to Stacker in order to transact with your precious OMI token and potentially stake in the future? You can also comment that you only need Stacker wallet. No reason not to trust it. Hint, for those of you who like hardware wallets, you can connect it to MetaMask, for example, and will be able to use it this way. Coinbase, MetaMask. I had gone on and said that I did not, you could have Phantom attached, anything could be attached. So I went over and said, I have so many wallets with OMI in it already that I'd rather, whatever's on Stacker, I'd just rather keep it on Stacker. I don't need to connect it to anything. I don't think I have my Stacker connected to anything. I have that. Bitcoin ETFs attracted over $9 billion in 5 weeks, while gold funds saw $2.8 billion in outflows. Reallocation is happening, friends. Gemini Crypto Exchange mines Bitcoin with a Cybertruck. I repeat, Gemini Crypto Exchange mines Bitcoin with a Cybertruck. That is such a flex. Okay, I have to like walk for a second because my back is like destroyed here. We're gonna, oh gosh, it burns. Okay, there we go. We're walking. What is that song that Kirk sings at the Gilmore Girls Suki's wedding? I go walking after midnight out in the moonlight. I'm just gonna do a couple of yeah, because oh my gosh, okay, that actually feels a little better. Do you ever feel like a misfit? Everything inside you is dark and twisted. Okay, sorry, let's keep on going. Ash Crypto Real says every big company on the planet will be buying Bitcoin for its treasury. You are not bullish enough. Bitcoin is going to $1 million way sooner than you think. Let's freaking go. On Polymarket, I think there's like a 13% chance, according to Polymarket bids, that Bitcoin reaches $1 million before the release of GTA 6. Supposed to happen next year, but I think they're betting that it's going to be delayed another year because it will. Yeah, I would say Bitcoin to $1 million, maybe 2029. Some people say that it's possible it happens like this bull run, guys. I don't think so, but you know, we'll see. Sean Berg, give me the eye. Actually, that's going to be a scene in one of the daCAT comics. I think the third one. The cat puts his paw over his eye and it's like, But hello, Sean Berg. Meow, meow. Yeah, NVIDIA surpasses Microsoft to become the world's most valuable company by market cap. It's probably because of that 44 billion in revenue, which is nuts. Russian central bank lets financial firms offer crypto derivatives to qualified investors. Good news. And crypto exchange Bybit granted MiCA license in Austria. Shout out to the Austrians. I think that's where Arnold Schwarzenegger comes from. MicroStrategy's premium shows a clear positive relationship with the price of Bitcoin. Over the past year, it has maintained a correlation of 0.52 to Bitcoin and an approximate beta of 1.77 to Bitcoin. This indicates that as Bitcoin's price increases, the premium tends to expand, further enhancing MicroStrategy stock performance. The more they grow, the more they can buy, the more they buy, the more Bitcoin goes up, etc., etc., etc. We reached 5 cents on Definity this morning on MEXC. I thought that was nice. I think we're 4.7 cents now. Let me check. Let me check the Definity. Be worth that. Yeah, 4.7. We're only up 6% on the day, which again is great considering. Yeah, Bitcoin. Well, I mean, I guess it's ETH is down 4% on the day. Bitcoin down 2.2%. Again, the whole market's down. XRP is down 4, BNB down 3, Solana down 5.5, Dogecoin down 6.9. Nice. Cardano down 6.5. But I'm not seeing anything that's down like 30%. I mean, like when stuff's down like 8%, 9% doesn't feel good, but I don't see anything that's down 10% or more. FET, the Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance, I don't know how they abbreviate that to FET. That's on down 9.2%, so that's close. WorldCoin's down 9.1. Arbitrum's down 9.9%, so close to being down 10% on the day. Celestia's TIA is down 10%. Okay, Virtual is down 10. Bonk is down 10. Actually, Virtual's down 10.3. Optimism OP is down 11.5. Fartcoin is down 11.1. So okay, I take that back. There's actually multiple tokens that are down 10% or more on the day. But that's in the top 100. I don't know if the top 200 there's any better. There's something called DEXE is up 13% on the day. Theta is down 11. And again, we're getting really, really kind of low here. Pyth Network is down 11.2. Pudgy Penguins Pengu is down 12.1. Flow is now number 142. That is horrible at 5.5%. What is Flow's market cap even? $609 million. Yeah, this is not a good. Oof, Flow is feeling it, man. Remember, like last year, like March of last year, they were like $1.34. They are 38 cents now. Straight up fail. Bobby Green says, "Hey all, I'm level 94, soon level 100. How do we get the level 100 trophy? You have to be the first 100 people to reach that. You're probably okay, but there's probably a way you can check. You got to go to an event. Go to New York Comic Con. Will you be? I don't think you'll be level 100 by New York Comic Con. Maybe Vegas or maybe next year. Yeah. Well, I mean, but you have to go to those events. Green says, "Do we have to go there?" Yeah. I don't think you can get it through mail. And they have to tell David personally that you're level 100. Somebody. Well, they'll know. I mean, just shoot me a message on X when you're like 99, and I'll let the team know. And news on OMI. We'll get new listings this year. Oh, listen. OMI will have the presence of OMI will definitely be felt at Lisbon in Portugal. I'll just say Portugal for now. So again, the presence of OMI will be felt at Portugal. You have a whole Akomi VeVe stacker booth that's there. They'll be talking about, and there might be ways in which they can market it. It might be ways that we can market it. In whatever way Akomi decides to market the token, I will retweet and reshare and comment on everything, which apparently, according to O'Milly, who found out through some app that tracks your data or X's data, that I actually post about OMI. So out of every 100 posts on X about OMI, I am 72 of them, which is wild. So obviously I'll be 100% going out there and posting about it and talking about it. News. So there's no news yet. David will come on the channel, on the OMI Homie channel, on June 10th, I believe, after Lisbon, after Portugal. And again, that's great. He definitely should be talking about the token. That is, but again, currently traveling between London and Portugal. Before London, he was in London for a few days. Before then, he was in Vegas at a conference. So he's been having a lot of meetings, and I completely understand the criticism of, okay, we get this video, like a week or so ago, saying that there will be more, maybe 2 weeks ago at this point, founder led. They'll be more active in talking with people. And then you haven't really heard, and there was no mention on OMI on there, and they haven't really talked about it. So I understand 100%. And trust me when I tell you that the team knows what everyone wants. And I'll say this. Would you rather have OMI be a footnote in a VeVe video where it kind of just mentioned once, or would you rather have OMI have its own video? I would rather have OMI have its own video, but that's just me. New listings. We got a new listing recently on DeepCoin, and since it's gone on there, they've had no less than like $1 million a day in volume on DeepCoin. I'm not even talking about in general. I mean on like DeepCoin makes up like 40% of the volume. So they have right now today 2.55 million in volume, right? And then if you look where that comes from, more than half of that, 1.4 million in volume, is on DeepCoin. So they did get another listing recently of the past couple of weeks. Granted, they did not pay for this listing. DeepCoin just renegade listed them, and there's a ton of people that. So yeah, it is 56% of the volume. And like I get it, dude. Comey didn't pay for it, but I don't care. Like as long as they get exchanges where they get volume, I don't care if they pay for them. I'd rather them not pay for it. Other new listings, guys. I know everyone wants. I don't know why people want Binance if that's not going to do anything for the token. It's just going to cost an arm and a leg. It's going to be a net negative for the token, and no one's going to buy on there. If I guarantee you, they would list on Binance if there was like 30 million in volume a day, but there's not. In true volume, there's likely less than 1 million a day. You really have to wait for that narrative to come in. Could we get Coinbase this year? If the narrative hits, yeah. If the narrative hits, I guarantee you they get listed everywhere. And I'm not saying that a Comey should be paying millions of dollars for X amount of listings. I would definitely recommend Coinbase, and I would definitely recommend waiting to list on Coinbase until the narrative hits. And when that narrative hits, then I would say to go on Coinbase. And then once that happens and you have a lot of volume, everyone should be buying, and everyone else should list it by themselves. But again, you have to have that narrative hit. There's only so much work that I can do on the comic side, trying to get all these communities on, which it'll happen, and that'll be great. But you really have to wait for that narrative, and then do it kind of dependent on that. Tony Tonga says Zebec is something to consider. Let me see Zebec. I'm not really aware of what Zebec is. So ZBC. Oh, well, the total supply is 99.98 billion, but the circulating is only 5 billion. That means 94 billion go on there. I don't even see a. Okay, it's AI based. I typically don't get in those because there's so many AI companies. You don't know which one's good. You don't know which one's bad. I don't like that they're based in California. But out of 270,000 followers, they do get very good engagement on their posts. 9 hours ago, 20,000 impressions. 12 hours ago, 27,000 impressions. Another 12 hours ago, 88,000 impressions, and it was with Science Card. Oh, so they just purchased something called Science Card. They only have 9K followers on X, but it said reaching 50,000 plus users across 10 leading UK universities, including Cambridge and Aston University. Science Card will bring real-world utility to campus spending. This acquisition, we're enabling students to spend crypto on campus while funding university research with every swipe, with expansion into education payments. Beyond payroll, Zebec is building purpose-driven tools for real-world impact. I'm curious how I was like, didn't the UK ban like USDT? So it's got to be transacting in stuff other than USDT. That is really interesting. Day ago, Zebec has deep ties to ADP's legacy of payroll innovation. Lisa Robbins, former CFO of Money Movement at ADP, is a key member of Zebec and PGP's advisory board. Recently joined on the Future of Money series to share insights from her time at ADP and how she envisions the future of payroll on blockchain rails with Zebec. Okay, that's 130. Okay, they get a lot of views here. 134K, 128K. There's a good tease. There's something brewing's across the pond. So clearly they were teasing something with the UK, and that was the day before they announced that they had acquired the Science Card people. Zebec payroll. They get a lot of. Okay, you have my you. Yeah. Okay. So it's ZBCN. Okay. All right, Zebec network here. All right. Now, all right. They're 111. So be advised, they're up 33% on the day. ZBCN. Okay. Let me take a look on CoinGecko because that is easier to. 151 over there. My guy, they're up 165% on the week, 300% past 2 weeks, and up 475% the last 30 days. daCAT was up 150% in the last 30 days, and I thought that was a lot. But they're up 475% in 30 days, and they're a $555 million market cap. They're worth $500 million. Fully diluted, it's 686, so 131 million, to go there. Now they have incredible trading volume, $200 million in volume. Fantastic. But they're at $500 million. Let's say they get to 5 billion. They get to a $5 billion market cap. They've already done a 475% gain in 3 days. I'm sorry, in 30 days. I don't know if now's the time to buy in. The time to buy in what's its max? Let's look at. All right, so they launched in April of last year at 0.2 of 1 penny. They had gone down a couple of times really low to 0.0082, 0.0078, 0.0087, 0.0084. So 0.0078 to 0.0084. They were there for like a good 8 months. And again, like the lowest part they were at was April 22nd, 0.0078. I repeat, 1 month, 7 days ago, they were at 0.0078. And now they are at 0.0069. That's like an 8.5x in like 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I cannot recommend somebody buy something when it just did like an 8x in 6 weeks. Now, granted, it could do another 10x from here and get to 5 billion. Yeah. But it's just, I like, if any of my clients were to say like, hey, I want to get in this, one, I would tell them no. If they fight back on me, like, I'm getting in this. I was like, okay, if you get in this, it's not going to be through my tutelage, but please don't put like all your eggs in one basket here. Again, this could be great. Damn, $345 million liquidated from the crypto market in the past 60 minutes. I repeat, $345 million liquidated from the crypto markets in the past 60 minutes. That is bananas. You mentioned Definity partner may start buying soon. Yes, they might. If I understood correctly, I assume it would be quite noticeable if they start. It should be. Because if you want to go in and have a really large, if you want those discounts that you get from holding the Definity token, you need a lot. And Budge, I need more water. I'm so thirsty. You need a lot, and again, they haven't started buying yet. So, at these prices, maybe they push this up to 6 cents. I don't know. We'll see. But it says OMI secret rare logo to the moon. Oh God, who swept the market? Who swept the market? I knew I should have bought one. I know I should have. Maybe gold. Oh, all right, 3,100. Oh, they're both at 3,100 now. Very good, very good. Yeah. I will 100%. I will 100% go in and maybe I'll get one soon. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know. I'm good, yeah, feeling around. Baby, I'ma have the best hacking night of my life. And wherever it is. John David says only went from a $65 million market cap down to 55 million. It's like 58. With low than 1 million. No, it's 2.5 million in volume. So I mean, I get it. You're down 6% on the day. It's at 00021. Granted, it's not the only. I went over before that everything is down today, with the exception of Zibican, ZBCN, because that thing is up 30%. But be advised, there's 2.5 million volume today. 2.55, rounded up 2.6, but 2.5 million in volume today. So yeah, let's keep going. I forget where I got sidetracked on this. It was for Definity. It was up nice this morning. MicroStrategy. Santander weighs crypto push with early stage stablecoin plans. That'll be enough news on the day. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a look at. Oh, shoot. How about it? Shoot. All right. Give me one sec, guys. Sorry. Yep. Under profit. Made a wish. SEC drops lawsuit against Binance. Yep. Which exchange? Crazy to word OMI. Yep. How about a contest design an OMI burnometer for the Stacker website? That would be great. I would love that. But let's go to X and let's see where. Oh, thank you, daCAT. Or I'm sorry, DB Crypto for replying to my stuff. Love you. Okay, let's go to X and let's take a look at what crypto Twitter is talking about, shall we? Let's shall. Why is an ad popping up first? I don't like that. Hesty.base.eat says, who's here and grinding right now? Been live for two hours getting that bread. Let's get this bread. I love this game. Okay. Stephen A. Smith says, Dems wanted to bypass the process to keep Trump out. You saw debilitation kicking in. Biden just didn't seem like himself, and he knew something fishy was going on. Damn, Stephen A. Smith's going hard on this. I don't know why. Isn't he a sports announcer? Oh, this looks so cool. Bro, Vader and his entourage. What I would really like is a Knights of Ren. I feel like those collectibles would be really cool. But that is so sweet. Terrible says, former NYPD Commissioner, National Security expert Bernie Carrick has died at 69. Sad times. Sad times. Mara Nawful says, Elon helping build a new civilization on Mars would be the best adventure. Like I said, ultimately make it so that anyone who wants to move to Mars and help build a new civilization can do so. Anyone out there, how cool would that be? And even if you don't want to do it, maybe you have a son or daughter who wants to do that, or a friend who wants to do it. I think it would be the best adventure that one could possibly do, to go and help build a new civilization on a new planet. I think it would be. Get remembered that way. Nope. Nope. Just going to take advantage. What is this? Oh, it's a raffle ticket. My God. A cobra and a dude. Is he gonna bite the dude? I'm so curious on what this guy does. Is this dude gonna fight the cobra? What's this dude gonna do? What's the cobra gonna do? I'm so heckin' curious on this. Oh, he's playing. That's pretty dope. All right. Digital collectibles. Yeah. So this is what X-Men building burning. Is that Wolverine fighting? Is that a venomized goblin? Was that Venom on the Goblin glider? Well, whoever's fighting, it's cool. Then there's Venom down there that Gambit's fighting. That's a cool scene. That's pretty. And I'm really pumped for the VeVe, the actual VeVe dioramas, and because one VeVe will make like 30 grand on it, and two, yeah, I just want VeVe to really get more of their own IP out there. Vape Cabal, I don't care about that. Looking forward to it. Joey Swole. Oh, what? There are girls on Instagram pretending to have Down syndrome to sell subscriptions to their OnlyFans. That is wild. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I just saw a meme that had nothing to do with what I was talking about previously. Oh, that's nice. Ashley St. Clair exits New York City court with lawyers as Elon Musk makes surprise video appearance in paternity and custody lawsuit. Oh, got him. Secretary Scott Bessent says the trade agenda is set by the president. So in terms of separation of powers, the Senate has chosen not to exercise their powers. The president absolutely has the right to set trade agenda for the U.S. This admission is committed to fair trade, and we are striking the best deals for the American people. Get him, Scott. Get him. I don't know what that is. Tesla stock is up almost 69% since Tim Waltz celebrated the dip. That is hysterical. Cybersecurity, heart, anime. Okay, there's not much crypto here on this Twitter. So let me go in and take a look at my For You page on Twitter and see what that happens. Okay. VeVe says anniversary, the first appearance of Darth Vader on VeVe was May 29th of 2022. I remember that. I remember because I was in the middle of breaking up with my at the time girlfriend, and she was like, "You focus too much on VeVe." As I was trying to go, like, it was the Vader drop. You can't at me for that. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, the Darth Vader drop is happening." And she's like, "This is what I'm talking about." And I was like, but I got the ultra rare. Granted, I sold it, but got that ultra rare that day. Anyway, we wound up breaking up, and then I went and drank my face off at the parking lot party that VeVe had at the Decon kickoff party, like a few days later. So that was fun. It was good times. Anyway, Clever Jerk. Oh my God! Look at all of his matching sets, dude. This dude is my hero. He has all of the number 321 Vaders, the uncommon, common, the ultra rare. Has all the number 66 Vaders, ultra rare, uncommon, and common. All the number 800s. All the number 501s. Oh my God! All the number 333s, and all the number 456s. This dude is my freaking hero, and I love him. And I hate how, yeah, bro, I know, right? Yeah, big news next week. Well, I was hoping the big news would be this week, but yeah, you're right. We do have some big news next week as well. Clever Joke he is awesome. I love that man so freaking much. He's bae. Guys, Charles Delgado says, these guys, along with Sleeping Comics and another few comic guys on YouTube I listen to and take comic advice from, they know what they're talking about. So Comics Crypto says, this Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join us and Sleeping Comics as we count down the top 10 comics we want to see on VeVe. Oh, I love that. Good. So that's tomorrow at 4, right? Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm so busy tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to watch that. Okay. Put sleep in YouTube 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to watch that, but I will support. Based in Bullish, Mike, Nancy May says, comment your burner account. No, I'm not gonna comment my burner account down below. Some Doge millionaire saying, bruh. So 8 hours ago, it's like, bruh, Bitcoin got liquidated. That was at 106.1. What happened at 104.9? I'm so curious of his post like an hour ago. He didn't post anything. I wonder. I mean, he might not have even noticed. He might just be out. He's always busy doing stuff. For you, Simpsons went wrong. What is this haircut? I am. Okay, are you? How slow can you turn over there? It was stupid. I didn't like it. Go here. Replied. Okay, I'll get out of there at some point. Pokemon says, follow the sweet scent. I'll get it because sweet scent is used when you want to encounter wild Pokemon. And you may find a Lechonk. Lechonk is a cool Pokemon. I like that one. Nobu says, don't give up. Keep going. Keep clicking. Keep believing. Eventually you will be rewarded. Pixie was on a space before. I missed it. I love her. She's head of the Ladies on Soul. That comic will be on VeVe later this year as well. Paris Hilton says, in rehearsals for an iconic performance for We Ho Pride. Not sure what that is. I'm headlining this Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Come sliv with me. I don't know what sliv is. Is that like Gen Z talk? grab tickets plus shop my new Pride merch. 100% of the proceeds from the collection go to the Rainbow Railroad, supporting LGBTQI+ people facing violence and persecution worldwide. Can't wait to see you there. Loves sliving for a cause. I will like that because I love Paris Hilton. She's awesome. Game in the direction. Oh, okay. So there's this one game. Hold on. I have to text this man. It told me I ran out of prompts. Okay, so there's this game called Ever something. What the fudge is it called? So there's this game called Everweave, right? And I installed it. It's like D&D by yourself, but the dungeon master's an AI, and it just I don't want to go too far into this. Or what did he even say about this? He's saying that I did more in the game, leaned into the direction it wanted to take, and used more descriptive text to get what I want. It worked out. So yeah, I get this message because I want to play this game. Like it's cool. Like I start off as like an elf mage, and I put a lot of stats into the stuff that makes elf magic powerful, right? And then, but I don't put really much into the physical attacks because I'm going to be throwing spells at people and stuff, right? But the first thing I do is I wake up in a trap, and I have no like way to get out. As like I can't use my magic, so I was like, okay. I try to force myself out, and I rolled like something cool, and I forced myself out. Cool, awesome. And then there's this little glinting, slithering. It's like a piece of metal next to a tree, and then next to the tree, it's again it's bushes. It's like I'm in this forest. I'm in the whispering woods, and it's like, oh, can I? Is that metal? Is it something valuable, or is it a trap? And my accuracy check failed, and I couldn't tell if a piece of metal was a trap or if it was valuable, like gold or silver or whatever. So I didn't want to touch it. So I was like, okay, I walk this way, and then this woman comes to me, and she's branding a knife, and I was like, I try to be like, oh, it's it's okay. I'm Chavez. I just be advised that there's a trap over there. It's I can't tell what it is. So trying to like be her friend, right? And then she's like, I never take advice from strangers. Like, oh, but I introduced myself. I'm Chavez, and you are. She's like, I'm Aria. I was like, oh, very good. Would you mind telling me the way out of this forest? Because I would very much like to go back to my castle. And then she's like, the Whispering Woods will not let you go so easily. If you escaped, other men they'll try to hunt you. And I was like, yes, but I have very powerful magic. I will blast them. So tell me the way out, and I will guide you out, and we will get this. I'll protect you in my castle. And then she's like, I don't know about making deals with you. And before the game, it's just like, hey, let me describe yourself. So I was like, oh, I have very, very trusting eyes, but my charisma is not high enough. So I was like, so she's still brandishing her knife, like ready to like at me, like ready to make me a t-shirt. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go this way. And if you follow me, I assume I'm going the right way. And if you don't, I'm assuming we're parting as friends. And then she, steps behind me. I was like, okay, cool. We ran into this fox, and so the fox seemed cool. He liked me. I gave him snacks. And what else did he do? So, okay, he paid for a month. That's awesome. But anyway, I make my way out of the Whispering Woods, and then then this rider demon comes out of nowhere, and my magic doesn't work on him. The fox tries to confuse him, but it doesn't work. The lady refuses to throw her knife, and he kills me like 3 times. And I was like, okay, so I'm making a new character, making a new one. So I made a new character, and then I get like 3 prompts into it, and it says I'm out of messages for the month, and to play more, I have to buy. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. But my friend says I sucked up and paid for it for a month. All seems to work out. My only using it 5 to 10 minutes at a time, then break for an hour. I just vented to my live stream the same story I told you about the trap and the Whispering Woods lady. I could tell she was hot. Yeah. Anyway. we are 2 hours into the show, and my voice is hurting, and I want some water, and I hear the doggo. I hear the doggo up there, so I'm going to take off my jackets, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do even more pull-ups for you before I go. What song should I? Oh God, what song should I hum to myself? You ever feel like I missed it? I can twist it. Oh, but it's okay to be different. 'Cause baby, so it looks like, based on that video, that my back is fine. My upper back is fine. I can hang there, but my lower back is just straight up, just not having a good time, folks. Anyway, that'll be it for me. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm, and yeah, I love this game. Nice. I will give you more messages for TikTok. Oh yes, more messages for TikTok videos. Yes. I hope he gets it. Okay, bye. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. The rest of the pizza.